Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Elite Series 22 from the Flashback Collection. We're taking a look at the WCW great known as the Giant. Paul White, better known in WWE as the Big Show, pretty much not a first appearance, but a WCW version of this guy, which is fantastic because we don't get a lot of WCW figures. It's really nice to see the Giant. Really awesome looking figure, if I'm honest. As you can see, he's got the Andre the Giant type attire that they made him wear. He also comes with an nWo shirt, which I am very excited about, and that's pretty much the main reason I picked this guy up. He comes in the old school style Mattel Elite packaging, which is pretty big and bulky. The newer style packaging, I think, is a lot nicer. At the bottom, we've got a nice shot of the Giant there. As you can see, it says highly detailed action figure and authentic ring attire. You would hope so. So let's get this guy opened up. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, we see he's 7 foot tall, 441 pounds from Tampa, Florida. The choke slam. WMD is a new finisher. I wish they didn't do stuff like that on older flashback type figures. But he is a world heavyweight champion, WWE champion. My favorite was when he was the ECW champion, WCW champion as well. Whole list of great accomplishments there. Certainly had a great career, and thankfully lately they've been booking him like a Giant, and I think a lot more deserving than they have in previous years. It says here, you have to give the New World Order credit. They realized early on that the best way to avoid having to fight the Giant was to make him a member. Not content to play a supporting role, Giant requested a title match with Hollywood Hulk Hogan and was promptly kicked out of the group. From memory, Hulk actually beat the Giant for the title. I think his first match after turning heel and joining the nWo. He'd rejoin the group 2 years later to oppose Kevin Nash, only to lose his spot when Nash's faction merged with Hogan's. So, poor Big Show. And I guess that was the beginning of the end, because he went to WWE and was awesome in WWE, I think. Certainly, my favourite is when he was ECW champion, and then also when he had the feud with Brock Lesnar in 2002. That was a great rivalry indeed. So let's get this guy opened up, but before we do, other figures in the set, The Rock, Big Show, which I've reviewed, Kane, Damien Sandow, and Tensai. Okay, and here we have the Giant opened up and out of packaging. Certainly a very cool figure. Probably my favourite Mattel Big Show figure that we've got so far. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the retro face scan. I really enjoyed being able to use the Big Show in the WWE 2K14 game, I believe. One thing I think is interesting is notice, look at the colour of the eyes. He's clearly got brown eyes. And then we look at Big Show, who's got green eyes. Or blue. Green or blue. It's very hard to tell. But yeah, so he changed quite a bit over the years. Pretty interesting. This guy's really awesome. Nice detail on the long hair that Big Show had for actually quite some time. Nice face scan. I'm not a big fan normally of when they've got the open mouths and things like that, but this is actually a really great face scan. I think also same with the other Elite Series Big Show. One thing I like is that I think it was maybe Series 18 with Diesel. They also released an nWo Kevin Nash figure, and I like that in this particular wave they released a Big Show Elite and then also a nWo WCW counterpart. I think that was really cool. He does come with some chest hair, as you can see, which is pretty accurate. Very cool. Awesome figure. It is a very big figure, and I'll bring some others in for size comparison very soon. But first, let's run through articulation. So in terms of articulation, the Giant's got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, standard wrist articulation. He's got the ab crunch as part of the Elite, although it's really rock hard stiff on this particular guy. And then swivel waist, legs are on a ball joint, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and then swivel in the ankle as well. So honestly, just like a heap of articulation. Probably as much as you're going to get in a wrestling figure Definitely a big fan of this guy. I think Mattel have done a fantastic job. There's not a lot of detail just because he's got that simple attire going on, but certainly very cool, that's for sure. Now, in terms of accessories, the Giant comes with an nWo shirt. It doesn't fit too well on a lot of the other WWE figures, but on the Giant, it works really well. It's pretty much a nWo singlet, which is pretty cool. It's made out of a soft fabric. Other than that, there's no other accessories. But yeah, I'm honestly, like, this is probably my favorite Big Show figure, like, ever. It's really cool. Just for comparison, I've got him with some other WWE Mattel figures. You can see, obviously, the Elite Big Show that's in the same series. I'm really not a big fan of this figure. And then you've got the more recent Series 42 or 44 basic Big Show, which is actually a fantastic figure. So, honestly, though, this is probably my favourite. I think it looks fantastic. Scales are obviously really appropriate. And it's nice to get a WCW and a retro figure. Now, the main reason I got him was for that nWo shirt, so I can complete my nWo set. Certainly, this guy fits in really well with some of the other Jakks figures and also the other WWE Mattel figures, in particular the nWo Macho Man Randy Savage, which is a fantastic figure. One of my favourite WWE figures of all time. Big Macho Man fan and big nWo fan as well. So, honestly, if you can find this guy, I'm not sure how expensive or cheap he is on eBay. Hopefully it's not too much. If you can find him, I think it's a no-brainer. I think this is a must-have for any WWE or WCW fan. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Series 22 Elite Flashback, The Giant.